Alright, so there's only like one review of this flashlight on YouTube, so I wanted to do one real quick. So this is the SWISSTECH TAGLICH 5000 lumen. You can get these at Walmart. And I see everybody asking, are they worth the 50 bucks? So I have this light here and another $50 flashlight from Amazon. This light I've had for 3 years. This is like old faithful to me. I love this flashlight. As you can see, she's been through it. I mean, it's been ran over. I dropped it off a forklift and ran it over. I dropped it in the lake and had to fish it out. I dropped it out of the bed of my truck, and it still holds a charge, and everything works just like it did the day I got it. So I'm going to take you through the settings of this flashlight, and then we'll compare the Walmart flashlight to it. So this one, I believe I paid $50 for, and that one was, I paid $50 for this one, and that one was $54. So these lights, the really cool thing about the THRUNITEs is they have what's called Firefly, and it will throw half a lumen. So there's my goofy dog right there, as you can see. So this is the half lumen. That's the highest setting. That was high. So this is low. And you can see that this is much more of a thrower than that flashlight. And that's going to be the main difference in these two lights. So this is the low setting, medium, and then low, medium, high. And that house over there is probably 80 yards from my house. And then that one's probably, 65 to 70. So, and then this is turbo mode, which is, even brighter. And you can definitely tell that this beam just stays intact much better than the other one. So both of these lights have a strobe feature. The only thing that this light does not have that one does is the magnet on the end of it. But both of them are, IP67, whatever it is, waterproof rated. The only complaint I've ever had about this light is I wish it would charge faster. If you use this thing until it dies, it will take 4 hours to charge, maybe even 6. I've never sat and timed it, but it takes a good minute. So does this, but it's a Walmart light, so I wasn't expecting too much. So here's this one. So this light has a couple different modes, and it's got this indicator here, these lights right here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So this one is the dimmest for this light. It's called survival mode. Now apparently, I haven't tried it, but apparently you can leave this light on this mode for 24 hours and it'll still be functioning. It will last that long. So this is lowest, this is the second lowest, medium, high, and then if you go back to this one and then hold the button, man, this is not focusing at all, is it? Sorry about that. If you hold the button, it'll go into turbo mode, which really lights everything up. And like I said, this light is actually brighter. This one is 5,000 lumens. And the max output on the TN12 Pro, I believe, is 1,900 lumens, but that one just throws a beam much further. Now they both are, they're not white light. They're kind of more of a yellowish natural light color, which I love about them. When you're out in the woods and stuff, it does help. To me, the TN12 Pro is the better light for only a couple different reasons. Mainly, I've had that one longer, and I know for a fact that I have beat the hell out of that poor flashlight, and it still works just the way it did when I got it. So, to me, that's a big deal, right? Reliability. 2, I love that one throws 3 times further than this one does. Even though this one's brighter, that one when you're out in the woods trying to spotlight stuff, that one's going to seem brighter because it holds a beam better, right? So I think it really just depends on what you want to do. You know, if you'd rather just have a walking light or something for nighttime that's extremely bright, then by all means, probably this one. It's got more of a flood. You can definitely see anywhere you're trying to walk with this thing. And then, not only that, but, before I forget. So, on this SWISSTECH light, when you go into turbo mode, the only thing that sucks on this light, let me see if I can, okay, so this is turbo mode. It will last 5 seconds. It's a 5-second burst, and then after that, once you use that 5 seconds, you can feel the head of the light get extremely hot. Like if you hold your hand in front of it while it's on turbo mode, it'll burn you. But after that, once you go back to the lowest setting and you try to hold the green button to go back into turbo mode, it like, hold on, let me see. All right, here it goes. Once it's hot, it will not go back to turbo mode. You have to wait 2 minutes for it to click back into turbo mode. I guess it's a safety feature, and that's kind of frustrating. The TN12 Pro, one of the cool things about this, so this has a button up front and a button on the back. So what you do is you hold the button down, it goes into Firefly, and then you hold the button down again, and now it's locked. And then you hit this button, the one on the back, and now it's double locked. It will not come on until you hit that and then hold this, right? So, but this one, you can hold it on turbo mode until it dies. Like it doesn't matter. If it's sitting there for like, I think it's a minute and a half, it'll go down back to, you know, high, which is this setting here. And then you have to manually turn it back on, but you can turn it back on. It's not going to lock you out. It's not going to prevent you from doing that, right? So this is the lowest setting, and you can still see like that tree's on the other side of my house. It's pretty far. I mean, I'd say that's a good 40-50 yards. And it lights everything up, man. This light has been just awesome. And I have I don't know what model it is, but I have an O light as well. And even the O light, I don't think is as good as this, just because of the hell I've put this thing through, and it still works. So as far as the question is this light worth it? Yes, absolutely. This thing is amazing. Not only is it very bright, but it's waterproof, so this is how you get to the charging port. And then, and if you have a double-sided C charger, you can plug it into this once the light is charged, and then charge your phone off of it, so it's also a power bank. And then it also, like I said, it also has this magnet on the back of it, right? So, and it's pretty strong. It'll hold its own weight, no problem. As far as, you know, like just a walking light and stuff, I would probably say this is the better option, just because of how much wider and how much more of a flood pattern beam it is. But that one is more compact. The TN12 Pro is more compact, so it's easier to carry. And I feel like if you were walking or, you know, going out in the woods or something, it does have enough of a flood beam to use as just a regular light or a regular work light. But you can also spotlight stuff if you need to, which would be good in the woods, right? So, but if you're just, you know, walking around your neighborhood or anything, and you want to put this on the front of your bicycle or something for a headlight, this thing would be perfect. Especially, you just put it on the medium right here where it's still really, really bright, and it'll last, 6 to 8 hours. So I have seen a bunch of Reddit reviews on this light, People all seem to have a problem with it. You know, they're like, oh, it sucks. You know, they don't like the beam pattern, but I think it's a great light. It's 50 bucks. It's not an expensive flashlight by any means, especially compared to some of the stuff that's out there. So I figured I would post this just so there's at least a little bit more information on these lights for people who want to buy them out there. And then just for shits and giggles, I charged up my Amazon laser pointer because I knew it would be stormy. So you can actually see it hit the clouds. It's absolutely amazing. This thing is also around 50 bucks, but you do have to be careful with things with these. And I do want to say, do not buy these and point them at airplanes, right? You will go to jail. This is not like they may fucking, you know, call the cops. Now, if you get caught hitting airplanes with a laser, you will go to jail. It's not a joke. Don't do it. So, but for anybody out there who's fascinated by stuff like this, these are three pretty cool lights that I have in my arsenal. You know, and if this video does all right, I'll make more on the things that I have and the things that I find interesting. So I hope this helps you guys. Have a good night.